My dear collective, welcome to another music channeling. So here we have another song, another day, another reading. Please take what resonates. If you have good ears, you might even hear the song in the background. It is Kiss of Life for your reading in terms of the song. Let's dive into it. So I got this tune on the 30th of June. Okay. Um In terms of zodiac signs, Gemini could be relevant only because the artist, she's a Gemini. Doesn't have to be a Gemini, okay? But in terms of a channel message, 1992, okay? A Gemini could be relevant as well. But yeah, the reason why I got this song, let's see, based on the cards. Okay, so we got the Two of Clubs. So basically, the reason why I got this song is because there's going to be a yes, a confirmation. I know that's right. Okay, so basically, the song in itself could be a message. Okay, and it probably is. Most of the times, it could be, depending on how you look at it. But collective, the reason why this song is here is because it's a yes. It's a yes for you. It's a yes for them. It's a yes for somebody. Okay. Now, something about the first time. Maybe the first time you guys kissed, they knew that you were the one, or you knew that they were the one. Like they. There we go. Let me not complicate it, because the title says "Kiss of Life." Maybe the first time you guys kissed, they just knew, and you just knew that this is it. This is a yes. Okay, the kiss sealed the deal. It's cute. That's beautiful. Oh, I really hope you can let me play it. I love this song so much. I really do. I love the artist so much. But let's see. Any other cards that's relevant for this reading? I low-key want to have like a little soundtrack in the background, but let's see. Let's see. It might work, it might not work. Let's see. Hopefully you guys are doing well. I kind of miss being on the outside. The thing is this, collective. It's raining, okay? So, I can only do so much. So we're inside. But being outside is so refreshing to me as somebody that does read energy. Okay? I'm in a good mood. I don't know if you can tell. So we got the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay? For a lot of you guys in the past, they could have dealt with people that were pretty toxic. Okay? Toxic femininity, toxic females. Hey, maybe you were toxic at some point as well. If you're feminine, you used to be in this toxic, you like the toxic life. Okay, the toxica. Or your soulmate is used to toxic people, but I feel like when you guys got together, you let your toxicity, in this sense, your pride, your ego aside. Okay? I'm getting the energy of this. Let's see if I can. Oh, I don't know if I have the card, but I'm going to say this, collective, you know how to handle your soulmate, and your soulmate know how to handle you. I feel you guys could be you guys are alpha males or alpha females. So when you got together, it was always like, no, I'm a boss bitch, I'm a boss lady, or the masculine could be like, I'm in charge here, okay, I'm the one that is in a masculine energy, and I'm not gonna, let anyone take my position. So for a lot of you guys, it could have been a little bit of a tit for tat, a little bit of like who's gonna where depends on the relationship. But somehow, some way, somehow, you guys melt each other. I feel you become like almost childlike. But not in action. It's more so like, let me just say this. If you're somebody that is an alpha female or alpha male, you will always be the one at top. You'll always be the one that wears the pants. Okay? But when it comes to each other, it's almost like somebody is allowing somebody. You are allowing a person to be in submission, or they're allowing you to be in submission. Like something about like, I don't care if you're in charge. I don't care if you wear the pants. Okay? That's how enamored they are with you. Okay, I feel like, let me use the kiss situation as an analogy again. Let's say you're somebody that likes to be submissive. With this kiss, you're like, I'm gonna be the one on top. Like, depending on the situation, you get me. I feel like it's giving, I can be in my true femininity with you. I can be in my true masculinity with you. And it's not based on ego. Okay? Again, don't take this offense, collective, but you could be one of those people where it's like, no, it has to be your way or no other's way, and your soulmate is in the same vibration. But when you guys met, when you guys interact with each other, you still in this energy of like, no, I'm not gonna let somebody in or control, because I like to micromanage everything. Your person is the same way. Okay, it's given very much mirroring each other. But if that one makes sense, you left the toxicity when you entered into a relationship with them, and vice versa. Now, I will say, for some of you guys, you didn't leave the toxicity completely, okay, but they still know how to handle you, or vice versa, okay? Because some of you are like, shit, I'm not being weak for nobody, but your soulmate know how to handle the situation, okay? I really hope I'm making sense, though. So, now, we got the Nine of Swords. A lot of you guys have a hard time sleeping, or your person, and I feel like because they're thinking about you a lot. And I don't know, there's some sort of anxiety here. Let's see why. So we got the Empress in reverse. Okay. What is this? Somebody is stressing over the fact that somebody that was supposed to be an empress, self-sufficient, a go-getter, alpha woman, don't need nobody, I don't need no man to survive. They're not that, okay? I don't know if you're stressing over or somebody being a fake. Maybe somebody's acting they're an alpha woman, but really they're a beta woman. And your soulmate is stressing over this. Maybe you came in, you fake it till you make it, and then they realized that you were not the alpha woman that they thought you were. Is this real? Hold up. I thought this was giving a power couple type of reading. Is this real? Is this how they are perceiving collective? Or is this how collective is perceiving this person? Oh. There's a third party involved. I'm sorry, guys. There's a third party involved. Oh. This is not going to be one of those boss lady empowerment type of reading. For a lot of you guys, I don't really want to say it, but for a lot of you guys, you dealt with a soulmate that also dealt with another person. They were trying to fake and be you. Okay, they were coming across as you, collective, as the alpha woman. So for instance, because I already clarified it, you could have been the one that trying to fake being somebody else in the presence of the soulmate, or the soulmate was trying to fake being somebody else in the presence of you. But based on what I'm tuning into now and the cards that came out, there was somebody that was trying to fake being you for your soulmate, collective, okay? Or somebody was trying to do that towards you in terms of your soulmate, okay? But based on the cards, again, it's a feminine energy that was trying to fake being collective, okay? And now your soulmate is stressing out. They can't sleep. This is why they're having anxiety, because they thought that somebody faked the funk, okay, and they got scammed. Your soulmate got scammed. I don't know if it's during the separation, right, when you guys are not dealing with each other. They thought, let me go out and date again, and they found somebody that was like a spinning image, a doppelganger of collective. only to find out that they were faking it. They were fake. They were not you. But obviously, how can they fake being you? But for some of them, they actually got deceived. So, for instance, they were dating this person or they met them and they were together for a year or two, thinking that that would be collective, thinking that that would replace you, right? And little did they know they did not. Okay, so now somebody's now stressing because I'm getting the energy of like they should have never been with that person, but then again, they also got deceived. Heavy on if it's a feminine here, it could be a fire sign that did this, or somebody that knows how to manipulate energy. Yeah, they fake being you, and now your soulmate is in distress because they're trying to find a way how to get out of that relationship. For some of them, it's harder said than done because that person could be really, really, really toxic. Okay? And I also feel like even if you guys are used to toxicity, you're them, they themselves, if they leave that connection with the doppelganger, with the fake you, it might cost them their life. Whoever they dealt with that was trying to be you, they're really, really toxic. Like, not on some ha ha ha, like really, really toxic. I'm getting like abusive toxic, as in call the cops toxic. Okay? So that's for somebody. I'm sorry, I was trying to make this, but I was saying this though, the encounter that I had with you during prior to them being with somebody else, nobody can ever replicate that or top that. And somebody tried to do that bullshit, and for some of your soulmate, they got fooled like boo booty clown. Okay? Temptation is the weakness here. I'm so sorry, collective. Now, what has this to do with you? Well, let's see. They want to come back. Now, again, them coming back to you, for some of them, it might cost them their life because they're still dealing with trying to get out from a toxic situation. The fake doppelganger. Okay, collective? Heavy on if you're watching for a masculine, they're trying to get out of a situation that is very toxic to come towards you because they were trying to fake being you. Okay, so now I'm just going to quickly shuffle for watching for a masculine in this toxic energy. Okay? Because I know I have men watching. I know I have masculines watching my readings. Hey, fellow gentlemen. Okay? Is that everything? Because no card is coming. Is that everything? Should we wrap it up? Yeah, that's everything. In terms of if you're watching for masculine, you're definitely dealing with a masculine that's dealing with toxic femininity or toxic relationship, and them getting to you is a struggle. What they want to tell you in the beginning, they want to tell you something, and they're gonna start from the beginning, from the start. Okay, let me just do your advice card. Watching for masculine very quickly. I have other cards still, but I'm sitting so comfortably, so we're gonna just wrap it up. So your advice card in terms of this one here, we got this one, okay? Listen, this person and what happened, this was not inevitable. It was not supposed to be the part of your purpose. I'm getting the energy of like, if we take the twin flames as an analogy, you know how certain moments, events we choose to go through in order for our soul evolution and growth? This was not inevitable. This was not needed in the purpose of your life or even in their life, but they chose wrong. They chose the wrong path. So based on the energy here, you obviously, at the end of the day, you have the choice if you want to deal with them or not. But them coming back to you, just be honest with yourself. I'm getting this card. Like, do you really want to deal with somebody that got fooled by a fake you? Like, do you really want to be with somebody that fooled your soulmate, present or past, being you, and now they're in this karmic cycle, toxic cycle even, for them to come back? So that is the real question here. Even if your energy was 10-10 and they're trying to find a replica, them returning, is it really good? Because I'm going to tell you this, even if they succeed to return back to you, that karmic toxic tie from that other relationship it will somehow affect your guys' dynamic. Okay? Because it's people, I'm gonna say this, whether they're with you or with somebody else or alone, that person will not leave them. Okay? They're that toxic. So, collective, you for watching, do you really, really want to deal with that? Is the question. Okay? That is the question. We got the Ace of Pentacles and Vertical. A lot of them are also losing money. For some of you guys, if they come back to you, they also lost a lot of assets, thinking they would gain if they come and join you. But again, it's not even about that. It's about them still having that karmic tie with the other person, whether they're with you or not. So I'm not quite sure. Let me just do this. I feel like we should do a new reset for the people, because I don't feel like you need to be with toxic people, let alone anyone from your past. But for some of you guys, it's somebody that you're dealing with in this present time, this moment, okay? That's still in some sort of so have some sort of affiliation with a karmic soul tie person, feminine energy, okay? So I feel like somebody new will come in. But let's see the cards. Yeah, you're gonna get somebody new. Because some of you guys might even wait for this person that is done with a karmic toxic past, right? Somebody new will come in. Somebody that would be able to love you and don't have that same everybody has baggage, but not that type of baggage. Okay, I'm talking about baggage where it's like you guys might think you're in a relationship, but energy wise, they're still tied to that other person. Okay, so it's almost like you have to do a soul tie for him and that other person, and for you to not even be affiliated with this toxicity, because it's giving the energy of like, you know how people be like, same cycle every day, same shit every day, every month, every week, this drama, that drama. That is that type of frequency. Okay, if you're used to this, if you're okay with that, then so be it. All in the name of love and war. But there's no need for it. There's no necessity for it. Okay, so collective, there's somebody new coming in that's gonna love you right, love you deep, and without that type of baggage, emphasis on drama and toxicity. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do for you, collective. I will say this though, even though this person we're gonna love you right, it's not like they're. I'm gonna just say this. These two cards are here for a reason. Now I can read this in a different way. Two things. It's gonna be very passionate, very intense, very fiery. Okay, the flavor of fire that you like. That's for the new person, as in the new person. Okay, not the current person. Okay, feminines. However, they might still be in their ego. Okay, they might have a little bit of an attitude, a little bit of, aggressiveness, but it's not going to be on full effect. Okay, but they do have a little bit of sauce to them. Okay, if that makes sense, they have a little bit of a sauce. It could be a sauce that irritates you or ignites you. Okay, so now we're going to read for the feminines. We're gonna read for the masculines now. And I feel like it's the same equivalent, whereas like if you had a really one in a lifetime type of moment with this person, and they're still, I don't know if they're still dealing with the toxicity though, but if you're watching for a feminine, okay, these are your cards. So we did like low key for watching for a masculine in that first half. So the second half is if you're watching for a feminine, okay, female. These are your cards. And I read for anyone, okay? Listen, we love who you love, right? Three of Cups in reverse. If you're watching for feminine, this person, she's still fooling around with other people, all right? I'm getting the energy of like, I'm not locked down, or we're not official, okay? So if you're thinking that it's you or them, right now, it's you, them, and other people involved. So like you guys might be dating, but she's still talking to other people. Okay, you guys could have kept it very casual, very, funsy. But you decided to be like, let me open up my heart. Their heart is not in it the way you think it's in it, collective, okay? This might be stressing you out. Because this is the type of person that helps you get regain your confidence. Okay, and this person is very confident in herself as well. You guys are very much power couple as well, but then again, she's not that type of person that is ready to be locked down. Okay, so I'm gonna say this: she still want to be having fun, out partying, and all that. This could be a stressful situation for you, but if she is an alpha woman or very an alpha woman, it's gonna be hard for you to tie her down in that sense. Okay, so do what you must. Some of them might even say some bullshit like we should end it if you want to be serious, okay, and that might stress you out, but again, I don't feel like they're ready to settle down and the way you think. So if you want to keep having fun with them, they're here for this, okay, let's go. But other than that, it's gonna be like, no, I feel like there's some sort of immaturity difference between you and this feminine collective. Okay, yeah, they're very much like, can we just keep having fun? Don't be stressing over the little things. Like, it's not that deep. But somebody's still developing feelings. I do feel that, okay? Now, if you still want to have fun with them, let's go. But let's see other cards that could be relevant during this energy. But so we got no judgment. We got judgment in reverse. So you don't judge this person. They don't judge you. However, you are hurt by this. You will heal, but you are definitely hurt by this. Obviously, you wanted to deal with them, and your heart is already opening, and so on. This person could be a very fiery individual. Queen of Wands, fire sign female, but water sign could also be relevant. Water sign, fire sign placement, collective. Now, you will have to heal from this energy if you want. Again, I don't see them seeing this in terms of like, let's take it serious. Whoever you're dealing with right now, in terms of a feminine, they're not here for let's be official, let's move in, let's plan for the future. They just want to have fun. Okay? And that's it. That's the energy collective. You guys have very passionate, like, if you're open to having fun, let me not complicate it. That's just what they want. If you're watching for feminine, that's what they want, okay? Because they're still dealing with you and other people, not in the sense of cheating, because in their ends, they don't see, like, you guys are not official, right? There's no title when it comes to you and them. So there's that. Do what you want. If you're ready to let them go, it's going to be hurtful, okay? But you will heal. I'm also tuning into one person might even want to break up if your feelings are starting to show very fast, okay? Especially if you are a fire sign male. If you're going to tell them within a week or a month or a year that you have developed, that you're in love with them, this feminine will run like no tomorrow. I'm sorry, guys, okay? Especially if you're a fire sign male or somebody that's very honest, loyal, humble, want this family life within the next 3 months, this feminine will run with a quickness, okay? If we go back to the song, the basis of the title of the song in itself, it says Kiss of Life, okay? It starts with a kiss. Will this end until forever and a day, for a lifetime? You might feel like it in the moment. It does feel like it because it's very intense. It's very passionate. It very much feels like you guys hit the jackpot. Equally the same for them. However, some of you guys deal with people that are not ready to go the long run. Even if it feels like it this moment, they're not there yet. Okay? That's the truth of the matter. Now, if you want somebody new, watching for feminines, obviously, there will be a new one. But I also feel like in a weird way, you're still going to reflect on the person that didn't want to settle down with you. But a new one will definitely come through. Because that's just life. Because it's still 8 billion people on Earth. Okay, collective? Let's see your advice card. If you're watching for feminine, let's do a little... So, we got 2 cards. Be honest with yourself, again. And then we got life purpose. So this was like a part of your life purpose. It was part of your lesson, okay? Not in a karmic way, but low key, you know? It was one of those times. And collective, we're about to wrap it up. Any changes in terms of the timeline? And then we're gonna do initials, and I want to say thank you for stopping by. So number 9 is very prevalent here. Less than 9 days, weeks, hours, months, or before the 9 days, weeks, hours, months, or before the 9th, or after the 9th. Okay. Yeah. I just remembered, if I've done any past readings, they will be linked down below. But if they're not linked, I'm sorry, guys. So, we got first, middle, last initials. Somebody could be from Belarus. Okay, Belarus. Let's do. There's some sort of. There could be love in Belarus. Maybe if you travel to Belarus, or your new person will be from Belarus. Sorry for the pronunciation. Okay. Maybe you're going on a little vacation and they're from there, or you're gonna go there. I'm also channeling somebody wants you to see eye to eye with them, or they want to meet you because they want to see eye to eye. I feel like somebody's a little bit depressed. I feel like it's a feminine. Yeah, they're a little bit sad though. They kind of hate the fact that there's some sort of separation, because they do have love for you, or they want this love. I don't know if you are feeling this way because you want this love with this person and there's this separation. Or let's say if you decide to pull back, they're going to be kind of like, oh my God. Okay, I will say this. I don't know who this person is, but there's a feminine energy that is hating the fact that there's some sort of separation, some sort of discord. And they want you guys to see eye to eye. I don't know who that is for, but I feel like crying. Oh my God. I do. I feel like crying. Who's this? Who's this collective? Is it you? Is it them? Is somebody? They're very emotional about this disconnect. Okay? Are you guys not seeing eye to eye? Let me just do... Yeah, something about they feel at loss. Like, they feel quite... Yeah, let me not overcomplicate it. Like I said, first, middle, last initials. Let's see here. Some of you guys could have children, or somebody wants children. Okay, somebody could be eating rice, or right, somebody's very good at cooking rice. Somebody could be from Mesopotamia. If you know, you know. Hello, my spiritual beings. Okay. Somebody could be Anunnaki or Enoch or something. Somebody could be quite clingy, or somebody has a clingy personality. Or this is something that somebody always did. They had this clingy behavior, but it was cute to somebody. You know, I feel the energy of like, I'm also seeing Kleenex, so there's going to be a lot of crying as well, or somebody's going to definitely feel a little bit of like regret, a little bit of tear situation. As an example, let's say if you want to become official, right, collective, and they're like, oh, they're not sure if they're ready, and you decide to be like, okay, maybe a specific go our separate ways, they're going to be sad about this, you know? They're going to be like, damn, you know? Maybe if you guys can, like, I don't know, but like, yeah, I do feel like somebody will be sad, especially if it's like a feminine. Oh, I wanted to say something. I forgot though. Oh, I forgot. Anyways, collective, we're about to wrap it up. My memory is just sapped out. Listen, thank you for tuning in. As always, see you in the next one. Much love to you. For the new ones, what's happening right now, love and light right now to come and is.